Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Madam Hodini Yarigina, our Adhoc committee begins censure probe. Seven grounds laid for his removal. Ofori Atta counters proponents Friday. Kwamena obi ori say na censure, vote of censure on anybody. Merriam Webster dictionary. Mocheni a vote of censure no can be say a vote of no confidence.
Yeah.
Yes. Na mocheni there or a formal vote by which the members of a legislature or similar deliberative body indicate that they no longer support a leader, government, etc. If you add the definitions, they tell you they do it by way of a majority vote. In some manner, I'm me, and I'm a kind of customary, need mind there. While member Odu Pompon Bidra and Pompon Bidra, Bon number Shebagum, another young Shebagum pa, and war Akaya won't subabi Akadam Shebaguma. And one a wakang mo a manum win and nature wakang and see what to me jina but you could Adibi Akoda and ya on so ye on ye effect. The minister soon to ye ginado na ya mamma so in art today. O simasi na juma and then the yebi na dibi and ye effect into ye jetty won't mubio. Little vote of censure na a minority for was able to go Emma no ad hoc committee aban ni table mine. Na Kwamena. Professor, a lot of constitutional references. Mass Mokubi. Ozikan. Article 82. I say Parliament may, by resolution supported by the votes of not less than 2/3 of all the members of Parliament, pass a vote of censure on a minister of state. That's 82.1, 82.2. A motion for the resolution referred to in clause 1 of this article shall not be moved in Parliament unless but Monham was 4.
82.4.
Yeah, 82.4. A minister of state, in respect of whom a vote of censure is debated under clause 3 of this article, is entitled during the debate to be heard in his defense. Na Kwame said a topa na seven or your vote of censure. I will fight the constitution somehow. Say equal or your Kwame 69, article 69. A chair queen. Yes, baby. Or man paying if you the Mokwana so near the ye. Or man paying never the chief if you. Kwame, the constitution has been meticulous, methodical, and systematic. Points us to the way. Censure. Ma impana ye boniti du tonton engine tum. We must have a guidance. Or the BB checking BB constitution points us to something. Say that to capture details in Yampo. Then just an act or a legislation born out of this to give us the details because Kwame, what this means is simply the possibility of this article being adopted for mischief. I should mean Kwame. I ask myself there. Sanction, what would trigger Banzama Nobama Parliament? Obakeda was a vote of censure. But it no trigger. Is it one that is subjective? Is it one that by a certain feeling, our instinct? Into ye jinado ye jin. And yes. So now Kwame. Many opportunity neither. Man phone to one temum. But the two are children walk with him. But matuma me trace akenkan bi fine 7 grounds odi kan a kwaku ba ko last week or so, whether I'm right or wrong, whether Monday was more of Monday who program more of any than oil ball.
Any than the World Cup, ball. Yes.
Monday, but the Kokuba couldn't test about last week. So loaded, more car or conflict of interest. Conflict of interest in Kwame. Kunya ache. Sir Bobby Sombo or your public officer, a one conflict of interest, a one the Mosombona. Supreme Court in Pontumco. Intum Koyomu Supreme Court. Osane, a binumukra the dam Sombon, the ball, or your Binuma Land Commission. The ball, or your Mamma Papa, where you the baby call, or your Obitabilamte. Kwame. Supreme Court, someone, what's the whole? Masawa oya constitution say reka conflict of interest forum no ya yenyi Supreme Court yenyi jurisdiction baby ma ibotu ma akọ Kwame 287 1 an allegation that a public officer has contravened or has not complied with the provision of this chapter shall be made to the Commissioner for Human Rights and Administrative Justice. And in the case of the Commissioner of Human Rights and Administrative Justice, to the Chief Justice, who shall, unless the person consent, makes a written admission. Take note of this. Makes a written admission of the contravention or non-compliance. Non-compliance cause the manner to be and cause the manner to be the matter to be investigated. Kwame me keke ma 7 grounds here. What's the key? Mo de him wodum pa in there oya opinion a wo boniti du tontoe o de na adwuma a oya data bank o man se ye kapɛ amano de bo se bia wo ekuaku bi ana adwuma bia wo yimdin se wora wo bia nko baabi enti onyande fiti the president Kufo na abredo a yakɔ first euro bond ema NDC fo bai ni nyina na adwuma oye data bank yi nyimdin na wo wan oni da wo hia ekutuma kan yadam o man baby no do bosan enti their bank has been featured yada nanguti on oye adwuma nkunku a wo keka ho enti ma minority wo gina do nwan kasa so wa ba min papa na adwuma no ka ho bi na sesi am wo gina do in there oya finance minister na adwuma osaso se wo kopɛ bo se wo amnada na adwuma no ogina me bi into conflict of interest no problem about it but Kwame what that one somebody there parliament in hwehwom constitution so na Kwame heina meye bia ya hyenase constitution akyerem ma ye da wa akyerem kako Supreme Court ba tan a enwo adwuma wa da ma ho yin de se bibi wo constitution mu na se yentasa yenko hwanyi mu onkyerem wo akyerem ato so de enya kwampa ye kyerem yenyi da mutumin charge.
But that's what I'm not quick back to the
fantastic.
And also baby on that
fantastic.
Also famon.
Good.
Article 287.
Yes.
Conflict of interest matters is always charge. Yeah.
Bombay. Kwame, what about some na me peda me nsame bi ba se bi fio ntantam then Kwame I will bring my contribution to a closure. Na mbeda so wenya kwan wa bambi. Hwe 7 grounds. I'm the watchem into legal and economic. Now, Kwame, mamindin ka mo hwe legal. Legal, a minority leader, no lead charge. Kwame na no so mo there conflict of interest. Na impa ojina mama oya Ofori Atta Gabi Asari Ochedakun already na co-chair and that's another place I have a difficulty because Kwame this in between in parentheses so that I can continue. Oya 8-member. This is a highly divisive, politically divisive matter. I mean, are you not sure that they can be bogged down by the even number of the committee?
Until now, 50-50.
Oh my goodness! Because I mean, there were matters which had come up or which came up, and not required one meeting in caucus, assuming they remain, and it's a possibility, highly possible under this political climate. It was 4-4. If the speaker so on that green one, considering the numbers, and again how the minority were charged and said that they were putting all their last on this censure. He needed to be, but you need a result. Or the baby fumba. The committee where anaya awotwe co-chair abem. My understanding of a chairman is when there is a tie, then he casts what you call the vote,
casting vote.
Casting vote. Kwame, akayan aniana. That is a problem. That is a difficulty. It's a difficulty, and that could stall the progress of the committee's work. I pray there could be cross voting. There is a mejitum nti Marco join. Isu mejitum nti mabaha. But otherwise, the 8. And see, once I'm done within the parentheses, now let me go beyond it. Kwame, share sumba haruna dusu other when. Sir, yeah, chim the conflict of interest or the kwashaj wa. Co-chairman or yeah, Dr. Ayeni. Nika sign there. Ayeni, yes. Nika sign there. One time on the floor of Parliament, a member of Parliament posed a question. My minister no query. Obi said there. Oh yeah, Euro bond. Ahin na yaji. Eba oil institutions no were involved as advisors. That was the question that member of Parliament posed. No quick yano. That the co-chair reads this to mean a written admission. I don't know whether you get the point I'm driving at. Because Echo 2A7 now. Or Chede. Sir, conflict of interest in so ba focus charge. No mum. Say yimpana the conflict of interest in Sadri Banan. Sanankasa o Philippum. Na so tro. Not even an oral admission. Or tro there. Sumba is abomi mejitum have written that yes, I agree. Then there's no, because that's the then there's no point proceeding to the forum of Shraj. The co-chair was taking the response in the minister's presentation in Parliament
To mean
that constituted a written admission. Was amazing. But Kwame, even more critical, the economic front. You are censuring a minister. Here, marking kind be a mania, Ghana Web. As the 8-member Adhoc committee has begun its committee sittings today, November 15, 2022. The committee consists of 3 members from the minority side, 3 members from the majority side. During proceedings for the censure motion, one of the chairpersons of the committee, Katie Hammond, clashed with one of the members of the minority side, KCL Atoforson. But what is critical to me here is that Atoforson, the charges, Kwame Atoforson noted that instead of the government, the man whose flesh is on the chopping board is Ofori Atta. But here, the accusers, this is what he says. Atoforson noted that instead of the government seeking fiscal consolidation, that is embarking on developmental projects, the government has only been engaged in frivolous expenditures that have elevated Ghana's debt position. Further, he attributed the cedi's depreciation to the unsustainable debt levels that have contributed to low investor confidence in the country. His focus was not even on Ofori Atta. His focus was on government. But, Kwame, Mr. O, Constitution ya so call 58. Also, the executive authority of Ghana shall vest in the president and shall be exercised in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. But Moyampa 58.4. except as otherwise provided in this constitution or by law or by a law not inconsistent with this constitution, all executive acts, Kwame, take note of this.
All executive
acts of government shall be expressed to be taken in the name of the president. This is the constitution. We are doing analysis of the charges. So let nobody say that I'm giving a certain backing to the minister. Yeah, analysis of the 7 grounds are what happened. Kwame constitution ya wo gina do a vote of censure. Constitution ni chede. Oya oshafu bia na mo biara obotu biara. Unless of course he's gone out of his authority. Unless that could be traced to his personal doorstep. But otherwise, if there are functions or if there are acts that he took as his official functions, the constitution says that all those are purported to be taken in the name of the president. Now some more crowd was in there. A man paying them requirement obua. And see, I know your position on cathedral. I mean, your position is that we could find elsewhere. You have not been happy where it's been located, and I'm sure the loss. Oh yeah, those who have also taken the flip side. I've said that centrality of our position, where we hover around, that is that quadrangle. That's where it will best serve our purpose. Argument are Abba on the other side.
I still disagree with them.
Fine. Tell you, I mean, because of free speech. Into Kwame, a man paying, your man paying, a man paying before him. Oh yeah, diversified country. War a sum, yamisum, war a amambum, Ning a man paying, you bear that in mind. In fact, there was one issue. Kabila court heard the position there. Look, Adhoc, even though we are diversified, on board, or man do there, or man but to make nado na ekui for a particular cause. Able to me actually what you support more. Even though the president had that in mind, there about the rather say, Bessie Cathedral. Na abeda Christosum nuku kase pintemfeni na wo manu mun ebosom na wa paw be so ku a se siaro hye wonsem that this country, can we do something to support this cause? Dem na yetum ye de boa ibinum son aya bon na ya Christopher ya de ne so ba na hanka sampo ne ya twen na ho ya twesan nti abaya twapia and this first some quoting there. Christo Doma wo man with the one some fatter there, the mum one to my ba abwa no Christo sumne pediaco, and this for one way some what I am what capia. And see what bo oh yeah or shafui somebody. Let it be, and they place it in evidence. Let it be a man paying ofina so you try the kama or shafui there. Sike de me na fire seed money. Fasha asemo na wa dem no wogudu a wo ye wo raise fancy one fan kan fam.
Ain't it also a frivolous expenditure?
Kwame, the point is that if you say frivolous, who determines frivolous? For others, did you call it frivolous? For others, who determines frivolous? Tell me who determines it. We have placed the authority to run the affairs on behalf of this country in the president. That is not to say that the president can do anything at all he likes and he wants. That's not to say so.
Can I say Irene as a Kabila?
Kabila Babo, I don't I 37 and see minimum. It's Kwame. A man paying or the Katan or the claw minister. So we are the body. Is that the point of the minority there that into other minister onye a man paying film constitution so marking on 58 phone a man paying the yard to abama no say I can't point on pound minister there because constitution says that all these functions you could do them directly. That's what the constitution says. all these functions, ministerial functions, all of them, he could do them directly. But the constitution is magnanimous enough. The bottom apobin mawabua na adza da mon kofra ba pon na obayan. Kron wo edumanim. Why are you always dealing? You go and you want to take this against the minister. And that the point is that they refer to parliamentary approval. The way he's who tells you that this money couldn't have come from the vote given to the president? That is the office of the president.
Let the minister answer, not you.
But who tells you? We are all interrogating. That is why it is your that is why we are here.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in one direction there, the president by that letter and subsequently the minister decided to go overboard, afar afield, to go to the consolidated fund to take those monies. That may be right, but it is not the only possibility. You don't see that over to when you scan voting now one gasa budget in the bar more or man paying now so or the office of the president. The president must be capacitated, if you agree with me on that way, to enable him to do a number of things. Behind the scenes, a man paying, or you see now what then other boy, or man who do other boy, and he must be empowered. It will tell you that the Mexican on your office of the president, and on the basis of that, the minister in order voting. Now, Mamadi Lokra Nechi, Kabila, Mamadi Lokra, Kwame.
Kwamena.
Endeda, Kaka Moshe. The 7 counts. It is more like you have placed the minister at the bar of parliament. You have placed the minister at the bar of parliament. You have leveled a sumbo a song. Your lawyers. There. In trials, Kwame, they have something that is not conducive to surprises. Trials on your surprises there. Adibia kwa no share a ukotokum. Name the opposing side minim. It's a matter about what somebody na who pleading so can na mamu. Na musumi ya na meyirin na all the point be na se pede e be before ba e amend court system no makwa the madin ya ba. Once what was happening or what is happening is adversarial. Aboyimba no sombon. Kwame, you stick to the things which you have leveled against him as his quote unquote offenses. Nandida oba questions from the members of the committee. Kwame, there question me wa come ma do fi. Wo fa na empanu wo baby. Na wa kan jibi fi. Oyina se kasi bi oso na se wo baby. Na wa maru the bia ka fi ka je tie baby. Goodness. Goodness. When it is so clear that 7 grounds of accusations, you stick to them because the evidence is that bad. But as I've said, and I'm landing here, as I've said, maybe we may have to fault this constitution because it didn't give us clear way forward, the way to go about it. And again, this is our first time. But as a democracy, we will go and get better. Come on, Peace
FM 104.3. Good to meet you.